Welcome to the Stateline State of Mind chats. I'm excited to have you here. Can you tell everyone what your name is and where you're coming from?
Yeah, I'm Kyle Connaughton. I'm the chef and owner of SingleThread farm, restaurant, and inn in Healdsburg, California.
In your career, what is probably one of the biggest highlights that you'd say?
So many. I mean, it's like been cooking for over 30 years, and it's been like such an amazing career between Japan and California and Europe, and now back here. But I'd have to say, even just like the proudest moment was just opening SingleThread, like just getting open, because my wife and I have been together since we were 15, 16 years old. So it'd been like a dream for us. We opened SingleThread the year that we turned 40. So it was like working for decades of like Katina farming, cooking, this vision that we had. So I think just like the day of like actually opening and it was real is probably like the proudest moment. And obviously a lot of amazing things have happened since then, but just getting to the start line is like probably the biggest thing.
Yeah. In your life, a general moment where you look back and you're like, this is a pretty memorable moment.
A big part of my career was living and working in Japan and wanting to study and learn more traditional Japanese cuisine, which when I was younger and at the time was very hard to break into, not as open to sort of sharing the long history and the sort of legacy of the cuisine as someone so foreign. So I think a big like sort of pivotal moment was when the chefs from Japan that I really admired the most, like I considered sort of like these sort of inspirations or mentors to me, when they started to want to come and cook at SingleThread or inviting us back to Japan to cook. I think that was a big thing that was like really felt full circle, because for so long I was just trying to break in and just sort of learn and take that knowledge. So now to like be welcomed back and for SingleThread to be sort of respected, to be brought in to work collaborative, that's probably been like a really big moment.
That sounds like you're still in communication with a lot of these.
All the time, and just continuing to build those relationships. And I think it's been rewarding for me, but I think the most rewarding part is like the access that it gives to our team to these amazing chefs and cuisine culture is something that worked really hard just to build for myself. And now it's like we're sort of creating those bridges and between those two cultures. And it's really great to see our team get to like really benefit from that. The chef is like you're drawing from these different aspects of your life. It's not just like a linear, this is the way it's done, this is the way it's always done, but like it's you sort of build from these different influences, from these different experiences that you have in life, and that culminates in what becomes your own cuisine and your own voice. And that's all how collectively like we just continue to like move things forward.
In the kitchens, what are the things that make you kind of the happiest and kind of give you fulfillment and joy?
With us having the open kitchen, seeing someone actually have that experience and come in, thank you for having them in. We're like feeling like, for us it's like feeling like they're coming to our home, like thank you for having us over, is a really fulfilling thing. But because of that, that openness, it's like we kind of get to feel a little bit more sense of connection with the guests. But nothing's really more fulfilling, and I think there's never like sort of a prouder moment than when the guest is really not just complimenting the food of the experience, but like the team, like how amazing the team is, because it really is like all about the team, and it is all about that mentorships. And so when you see everyone working together and succeeding together, and you watch over time, you're still a very young restaurant. We're a youngish restaurant, but now as we go into our 9th years, is like you just watch people over the years, like the progression that they have in their careers. I'd say like that's like the most rewarding thing. Yeah.
Anything that you want to share that you're working on, or
I want to share what we're working on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're going to be cooking together. Really excited to collaborate with this great chef and friend. We're going to be cooking together at our farm on October 18th for a project that we're doing called Field Notes, which was really all about guests come to the restaurant, they experience the restaurant. Sometimes they tour our farm, but let's actually be out at the farm all day during the day, talks, workshops. Like let's really dive deep into what we're doing agriculturally, and also the artisans and craftspeople that are behind what we do and how they inspired us, and have an all-day conversation around good food. What's most important to all of us is where our food is coming from,
Mm-hmm.
and supporting good food systems and the artisanal sort of culture that's around that. So this Field Notes project is really about bringing together community on the farm, and super honored that you're going to be collaborating with us to do an amazing barbecue lunch for that. So thank
I'm
you.
excited. I'm excited. Yeah, thank you.
Us too.
Anyone that you would think off the top, chef or non-chef, that you'd say would enjoy Stateline Road Smokehouse? This is like the fit for them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, anyone. It's like right now I'm going back to service on a Friday night and telling the whole team, like, if you have not been, you need to get out here. But what I really love to do is just going back talking about these great chefs from Japan. They don't have any sort of barbecue culture like this, right? It's like the sort of Japanese, grilling of meats, and that, sort of like that culture, but the depth of flavors and everything that you do. And this is so uniquely, it's such a uniquely American cuisine, and you are doing it in such a uniquely, California Napa sort of wine, country way. I think to bring chefs from the outside who don't have any connection to anything of like sort of American barbecue culture, to bring them here to see. I'm excited to bring visiting chefs here from wherever they come from, to say like, this is, like, we're a young country, we're a young cuisine. It's like, for the outside world doesn't necessarily see us as like, oh, having an American cuisine culture, but what it is, like, what this is, and what what you're doing with it, it's just something that's like sort of truly unique. So
well, thank you again.